Hello and welcome to the first housing market update for 2019. I am Jade Harling, Research Analyst for onthehouse.com.au. Results from our parent company CoreLogic show the new year has kicked off in a similar way that last year ended, with housing values falling across most regions of Australia. National dwelling values were down 1% over the month of January, marking the 13th monthly fall over the past 15 months. National dwelling values are now down 6.1% since the market peaked back in October 2017. The weakest housing market conditions continue to be centred in Sydney and Melbourne, where values have fallen by at least 1% on a monthly basis since November last year. Sydney dwelling values were down 4.5% over 3 months ending January 2019, to be down 12.3% since the market peaked in July 2017. The latest results take Sydney dwelling values back to levels last seen around 2.5 years ago. Dwelling values have been falling across Melbourne since November 2017, with the market down 8.7% since peaking. The past 3 months have seen the rate of decline accelerate, with Melbourne values down 4% over the quarter. While most of the attention is on Australia's 2 largest cities, weaker housing market conditions are evident across most of the capital cities. Every capital apart from Canberra recorded a month-on-month fall in dwelling values in January, and only 2 capital cities, Hobart and Canberra, recorded a rise in values over the past 3 months. Brisbane's housing market remained absolutely flat over the past 12 months, with a 0.1% gain in house values, helping to offset the 0.5% decline in unit values over the year. Adelaide housing values are up 0.9% over the past 12 months. Despite the relatively mild pace of growth, Adelaide was the 3rd best performing capital city after Hobart and Canberra, based on the annual rate of capital gains. The Perth housing market has continued to work through some tough conditions, with dwelling values slipping another 1.1% in January, to be down 16.5% since the market peaked in mid-2014. Hobart's housing market continues to be the standout performer, at least in trend terms, with dwelling values up 1% over the past 3 months and 7.4% higher over the year. Despite the strong trend, the market is clearly losing some steam, having passed through a peak rate of annual growth over the 12 months ending March 2018, when values were rising 13% per annum. The Darwin housing market has recorded 2 consecutive months where dwelling values have reduced by close to 2%. The unit sector continues to be the main drag on housing market conditions, with values down 13.2% over the past 12 months, while house values have pushed 2.3% higher. The Canberra housing market is the only capital city where dwelling values are tracking at record highs. Values were 0.2% higher in January, to be up 3.8% over the year. January can be a hard month to read the housing market due to low levels of activity. However, the recent trends in housing market data has generally weakened over the past 3 months, with the pace of decline accelerating across markets already in their down phase and growth generally moderating in other areas. Tight credit conditions, weakening consumer sentiment, less domestic and foreign investment, and higher levels of housing supply are the primary drivers of the worsening conditions. To stay up to date on all the latest housing market trends, please visit us at onthehouse.com.au.